Hello and welcome back to our Cozy Crochet Classroom stitch tutorial, the weekly stitch tutorial. And today's tutorial, we are going to make the Pebble Stitch. If you look at it, it's a wonderful stitch that has lots of texture, and it's just a one, maybe two row repeat. It's very, very simple. You can see it has all these bubbles and clusters, or however you want to call them. And yeah, it's really good for blankets. It's really good for sweaters, for tops, for scarves, anything you want to work this stitch with. If you don't know what the Cozy Crochet Classroom is, so you're more than welcome to join our free Facebook group, which is called Crochet and Stories with Sandra, and find out, because we have a lot of activities in the classroom, monthly activities like Zoom meetups, coffee chats, stitch tutorials, workshops, calls, a lot of things. Anyway, let's get to the stitch tutorial of this week, which is the Pebble Stitch. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using this Alize Classic Burkum yarn, which is 100% acrylic, and in this kind of peachy color shade, so it's really easy for you to see what I'm doing. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. The Pebble Stitch calls for a multiple of 4 plus 2. What that means, you have to calculate your length or whatever you're doing, and just make a chain, foundation chain of 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and at the end 2 more stitches. So I'm going to make 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and then I'm adding 2 more stitches. I am using my 5mm hook here. I don't know if you can see it. It's my 5mm hook. This is the kind of maybe a round weight yarn, weight number 4. So the 5mm is fine. It gives you the opportunity to see exactly what I'm doing. So we are going to start this stitch by making a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. That means that the first chain, this one, does not count. It just counts as a turning chain. So we are going to go here in the second chain and make a single crochet. You all know what a single crochet is. And then we're going to make 1 single crochet all across to the end of this foundation chain. Now this Pebble Stitch can be really nice as a combination stitch if you're working some kind of a scarf or maybe some kind of pattern and you don't want it to be all the same stitch and you want it to have a little bit more of character. So you can add the Pebble Stitch as a combination stitch inside in your design. Let's see, so 1 single crochet all across in every chain from the foundation chain. Let me finish this. All right, this is the first row. As I said, this stitch has a 2 row repeat. So This is the first row. I will tell you how the repeat goes. So we have our single crochet row at the beginning. Now we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. This chain 1 does not count as anything. It's just a turning chain. And we are going to place 1 single crochet in the first stitch from the hook, the first one. 1 single crochet here. And now we are going to make our pebble, our puff stitch. It's a puff stitch. You can make puff stitches in many ways. I'm going to show you how we do it in the pebble stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook in the next stitch and pull up a loop. Yarn over again, insert again and pull up a loop. And the third time again. So you have 7 loops on your hook. 7 loops on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. You're not going to chain 1, but you are going to go to the next stitch and single crochet in the next stitch. You want to kind of pull this string, these yarns, and make a single crochet here. So you see how the puff is coming here. And again, the next stitch is going to be a puff stitch. So we yarn over, pull up once, yarn over, pull up twice, yarn over, pull up third time, and then we yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on the hook. No chain 1. We go down to the next stitch and make a single crochet. And this is for row 2. So again, we're going to make the puff 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it gets a little harder because all this yarn on the hook, and then we pull through all 7 loops and single crochet in the next stitch. Again, once, twice, 3 times, and pull through all 7 loops. I need a little bit of more yarn here. It's a kind of yarn eater, right? So we are here, the next stitch, single crochet. So let's finish this row so we can go to the next row. All 7 parts, all 7 loops, and single crochet. Again, 1, 2, 3, all 7 loops, and single crochet. And I will make a few more to finish the row. 7 loops and single crochet. You know that you did your math and you calculated your chains and your stitches well when you get to the end of the row and you have 2 left. So you make the final puff and you still have 1 stitch left for the single crochet. You always have to finish your row with a single crochet. So you single crochet the last one, and this is the end of row 2. We are going to chain 1 and turn our work, and here we have it. We have our puff. So this is the pebble stitch. Now the second row, which is the second row of our repeat, this is row 2, is the first row of the repeat, and the second row is just a single crochet in every stitch. So we chain 1, which is a turning chain, doesn't count. We single crochet in the first stitch. we single crochet on top of the puff. Don't forget the puff. One, and then between the puffs, if you remember, we have a single crochet, so we single crochet there. I need some more yarn, and again on top of the puff here, and between the puffs we have a single crochet, so we go in there and make a single crochet on top of the puff and in between. On top, you can see when I'm going on top of the puff, I will show you now, you have this V here, right? This V, so you just go on top of it, like under the V. Single crochet, and then you have another V here, which is the V of the single crochet in between. On top and in between. On top and in between. On top, and the last one is always a single crochet. So we start with a single crochet and we finish with a single crochet. Now, this is the row repeat. One row, the puff, which is one puff, one single, one puff, one single, one row, single crochet. Now the next row will be a puff row, right? So we start with a single, chain one, turn our work, we start with a single crochet, and then we would go and do a puff that will go exactly on top of this puff. But if you want to make it to alternate and have the puffs in between, so you can do that too. So you, instead of making only one single crochet at the beginning, you make another single crochet on top of the puff from the two rows below, and then, excuse me, and then you make your puff, right? 2, 3, and single crochet, and you single crochet. So you have 2 single crochet at the beginning, and then a puff, and then you continue one puff, one single, one puff, one single, because it will go, the next single will go on top of this puff, and then you have the puff in between. See what I mean? Let's go. I need some more yarn. One puff, one single. So as you can see here, I have 2 singles, one puff, one single, one puff. So this puff is in between. Now I will do one single crochet on top of this puff and go on. As opposite to this sample, where the puffs are all one on top of the other. Okay, so this is an alternation that you can do to even give it a little bit more of character, and use this beautiful pebble stitch in whichever project you want. So remember, one row of single crochet, one row of single puff, single puff, single puff, one row of single crochet, and then again. You can do it on top of each other, or you can do it to alternate it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in our next tutorial next week.